Okay, in this video, we're going to try to design some cute little monsters. And I'm using Krita. Let's go ahead and start. I like to start with different shapes, okay? So basic shapes. So I might do some ovals like this, and I'll do a couple of them. Let's try some squares. And then what if we do short at the top and then it flares out like this? That might be fun. Let's do another one right over here. I kind of like that shape. And now let's invert that upside down. So small at the bottom, large at the top. And so we're just getting a rough idea for the cute little monster head, okay? So let's try a perfect circle maybe. Or, well, I mean, that's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Or we could try something like maybe bigger down here and then a smaller circle on top. And maybe let's try something like this, where it's just like a dome on top and maybe flat on bottom. And we can even flip that. So let's take this one up here and just flip it. So this will be flat on top, and then maybe it flares out like this. Okay, so we're just doing basic shapes. And so I'll do like pages of these in my sketchbook. So I have, here's some that I've done. Okay, and so this is just kind of my process. And if you need to, Google cute monsters, and if you need to get some ideas for what to do, that's okay. And like for this one, I like to do construction lines. So, you know, maybe this one, the construction line is like real low. Maybe this one is up high. Let's try this one up high. Let's try this one really far down low. This one may be closer to in the middle. This one, let's try way up high. Okay, so I'm just kind of getting my base. Let's see, that one was high. Okay, let's try this one up here. Okay, and then I might go in and add horns or eyes or noses or no noses. So for example, like on this first one, he's kind of this oval, so you know, let's give him this kind of Muppet nose like this. And maybe on this one, this big guy right here, maybe his nose is, I don't know, maybe it's round like this and it has these nostrils like that. And maybe this guy doesn't have a nose. And this one, maybe it comes down, I don't know, just trying different things. And on this one, let's just try like a little Muppet nose like this. And they're not all going to be winners. Let's try going like that for this one. And maybe on this one, let's try another kind of Ernie, like Muppet nose. This one, let's try like that. Okay. And sometimes I think of like letters of the alphabets when I'm doing things. Like if I'm doing an ear, I think, oh, let's try the letter G. Or, you know, let's see what it looks like if it's the letter P for ears. You know, just to, I don't know, help kind of get me out of my rut of typical ear like this. So maybe this guy has this really, really big nose. You know, maybe it has these little dots on it. And, you know, now that I'm thinking, oh, really big nose, like maybe this one up here, and maybe he just has this little tiny nose like that. Okay. So now I might move on to eyes. This guy might have button eyes. This guy might have one big unibrow up here and maybe eyes like this. Okay, and now that I, see him like that, I don't like this nose. So let's just go in here. Don't be afraid to change things if you don't like it. Okay, I'm just going to do this triangle for a nose. Maybe the nose is striped. That might be kind of interesting. I like to do striped horns, so why not do a striped nose? This guy, maybe he has little beady eyes like this. Maybe this guy, maybe he has like, I don't know, these wonky eyes that go off the side of his head. Okay, so I might go through every character and add eyes, and then I'll come back and say, okay, let's try some, some different mouths. So I'm gonna try this guy with kind of like a bunch of teeth like this, and maybe he has these little tiny horns like this, and maybe he's got like a bunch of hair like this. Okay, and then we come over to this guy, and he's got these kind of droopy eyes with a striped nose. So maybe his mouth is like way up high like this. He's got these teeth that come down. Okay. And maybe we change his eyes a little. Let's try something like this. That's kind of cute. Okay. And then maybe he has horns, but they droop. They're like these kind of droopy horns that come down. Okay, so I just experiment and play with different designs, and maybe he has like, kind of more like a puffy fur instead of hair. And maybe his horns are striped since his nose is striped. Okay, let's do 3 and then color those in. Okay, so he's kind of cute. And maybe this one is like, he's just like this cute little thing. I don't know, maybe he's got wispy hair. He's got these little arms that hang down. Maybe he's got legs that come out like this. Kind of looks like a little bunny. But that's okay. He's still a little monster. And maybe this guy has like big wide mouth and teeth. And then maybe his hair is just kind of scribbly. Maybe he doesn't have horns, or maybe he has these ears that come out like this. Maybe he has one horn up top. We are drawing monsters, so let's give him a horn up there. Why not? And this guy, maybe let's try something different. Let's try big eyes like this. Maybe we could try these big, huge pupils like this. Maybe he has no bottom jaw. Maybe he's just got this hair that comes down like this. Everybody's different, and everybody's monster is different. So let's try one up like this. Okay. Well, she's kind of cute. Let's add a little bow to her hair. Okay. Let's come down here and let's just go back to kind of this round, typical kind of Muppet. Let's try something like this. And he's got a lot of teeth. He's like a centipede or millipede or something, right? Like lots of teeth. Maybe he has lots of horns too. Okay, maybe he's got horns coming out of his neck. Maybe he has his chin like that. And he has like smooth skin. Okay. So now let's come over here. Maybe this one has another unibrow. And maybe he has like these big horns. Maybe they're striped like that. And he's just got like a few teeth. Maybe he has a beard. I don't know. Let's throw a beard in there. And maybe a tuft of hair up here. Okay. So just have fun with it and just play around. And we haven't even got to color yet or the body. But you can approach that the same way. You know, if this character up here feels like he should have a big poofy body, then draw that. If his nose doesn't feel right, you know, like let's change this nose real quick and just see what that feels like. Or you could copy this and paste it somewhere else and draw a different nose. Okay, I kind of like that. Do I? You know, I kind of just like the a solid nose for that dude. Okay, so let's come down here. Maybe this guy has little eyes like this. Or he could have 3 eyes. Maybe he's got this mouth that takes up his whole like bottom part of his head. And maybe he's got these thick eyebrows like that. Maybe he has these horns that come out like this. Yeah, very monstery, but they're polka dots. You can't help it. He was just born this way. Okay, maybe he likes to wear a little hat. Give some hair like that. Okay. And for the last guy, so he's got this big nose. So let's give him these little beady eyes. And maybe what if we do, what if he has 3 eyes and he's got 2 teeth like that. Maybe his monster fur hangs down like this. Okay, let's give him little horns. It's okay if you draw the same horns over and over. Like if we did horns like this on every character, each character would still look quite a bit different. Okay, and you might get done and you might have your favorites and you might develop those further. Keep drawing and keep having fun. All right, until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.